Hello everyone, yes, it's another Like-Minded, and here's what's happening. The big news in Wisconsin this week was that the Supreme Court upheld the law passed by the state legislature that strips most public workers of their collective bargaining rights. The law will go into effect June 29, and in a related development, proctologists in Wisconsin reported that they are seeing a 7,000% increase in business as workers schedule appointments to have the law extracted.
River. Whew. Thank you, Doc. You ever serve time?
Locally, the Janesville City Council is discussing the adoption of an ethics and conduct policy for members of the council. Among the items rumored to be part of the policy are, number 1, members must stay awake during meetings. Number 2, no use of the terms butthead, dork, or pusillanimous. And number 3, no bad breath allowed during meetings. This policy sponsored by Mentos, the official breath mint of the Janesville City Council.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
The Janesville Historic Commission announced last week that they are moving ahead with plans to replace the roof on the Lincoln Tallman House. Now, the big surprise is that, to be more historically accurate, the new roof will actually be the color red. Later, the city announced that along with that change will be the erecting of a new sign outside the historic mansion. If you follow Major League Baseball, you've noticed that stadiums across the country have copied the idea of the Milwaukee Brewers racing sausages with races of their own. Now in Washington, the Nationals have announced that they are doing their own version of the sausage race, but featuring the likenesses of disgraced politicians running from the media. This event has been dubbed the Wiener Race. Wait, who the heck was that guy? Anyway, speaking of Representative Anthony Weiner, who resigned last week from Congress, he and his pregnant wife announced that they have chosen a boy's name for the child Mrs. Weiner is expecting later this year. The child will be christened, wait for it, Oscar Mayer Weiner.
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer Weiner. That is what I truly like to be.
Representative Weiner has applied for a job with the school district of Janesville, but he's been told that if he is hired, he will need to change his last name. Here's one that hasn't been taken.
How'd you do, I? See you've met my faithful hand in hand.
By the way, for those of you who aren't into Rocky Horror, that was Dr. Frank Furter. And here's this week's Sound Off Comment of the Week, an actual anonymous call printed on the op-ed page of the Janesville Gazette. On Tub Run, why is it every year the people riding in the tub run think they are exempt from following traffic laws? That's all for this week's Like-Minded. See you next time. I used to fancy myself quite the speller.
Were you in the B?
I was not in the B. We didn't have the B in Milton. You know, we're just simple farmers, people of the land. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it, Tony. Why is it every year the people riding in the tub run think they are exempt? You know, exempt is a pretty hard word for somebody who calls into Sound Off. I mean, honestly, these people are, you know, they're either lonely shut-ins or, you know, 47-year-old guys who still live with their parents. You know, on my way in today, I noticed that gas was $3.59 a gallon. I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty good. It's down 50 cents. And then I thought, it's $3.59 a gallon. That sucks.